Well, we alive, boys. How you doing? And our guest just managed to show up right on time.
There he is.
What's going on?
Oh, there you are.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Thanks
Good,
for
brother.
having me
Well.
again.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you, Rob.
We're really excited to have you here, buddy.
Psyched.
Oh,
The
thank
whole
you.
world
Thank
is
you.
psyched.
Likewise. Nice to meet you.
Paul in the United States, welcome to the Eric and Rodney Show with Robin. Glad to have you today. Again, back. So, Robin, you weren't on the first time with Paul, but Paul was a delight. An
Paul is
absolute
hysterical.
delight.
Paul's
Thank
hysterical, Robin. He's hysterical.
So, welcome back.
He gets me really tickled, I got to tell you.
No, thank you. You guys are ridiculous, but I appreciate that.
Thank you.
We're the best. We're the best LinkedIn live show from 10 to 11 Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday.
I agree. Absolutely agree with that.
Thank you. So, Paul, I think the last time you were on, since we do this National Day thing, it was something about books, wasn't it? Hey, Garrett.
Garrett, what's going on, brother?
It was something about books, but listen, today's National Day is near and dear to my heart. So it's starting with a bang. It's International Day commemorating the victims of acts of violence based on religion or belief. Now, or as I like to call it, International Thank God I'm an Atheist Day. Get it? Thank God I'm an atheist.
celebrate atheism.
Yeah, I don't want to brag, but there's one thing atheists
Awfully
don't do.
specific
It's
day.
start wars. It's a huge.
I have a question.
Mhm.
I have a question. What's with the boat wheel or the captain's wheel or whatever? What is that? Right? What is that? Is that a religion? What is that religion?
I think that's a tough one. Well, what's
What
that
is it?
one? What's the one to the left, the far left? Does anybody know what that
The
is?
crosses, or no, the street signs?
No idea.
Yeah.
What that triple?
I don't know.
The triple cross there.
Triple cross.
I don't. That's like a newer Christian, like a better Christian, I think.
Oh
Yeah.
Like a
It's an all-inclusive Christian.
three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
That's
can
like
an
kill.
alternative.
You can kill little people on that cross. You can kill anybody. It's a multi.
Anybody can fit on that thing. You can put them in any direction you want. I mean, there's a lot of options there with that.
There are a lot of options. I just
I think the
religion-
boat might be Buddhism,
The boat.
or not the boat.
Oh, the wheel.
The wheel. The ship's the captain's wheel. Captain's wheel. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second.
I think
Which one's
Orthodox.
Orthodox?
There it is.
Okay, so we figured out Orthodox, but what's the sea captain? Is that for pirates? Do the
You know,
pirates?
maybe it might be Scientology because I'm telling you, you don't believe this. They love the ocean.
Do they? They love boating.
No, they call. Well, I don't know if they love boating, but all the people that work there that have
Oh.
signed to be on for 1,000 years, they're called sea captains or something like that.
Well, doesn't
Or
Xenu?
sorry, the Sea Org. That's what it is. Yeah.
Xenu is the bad guy, though, right? That's their Satan. Does he rise from the ocean?
Actually, I thought Xenu was the Lord, or no, maybe he is the bad guy.
Oh wait, what's the? Oh, maybe you're right. Ah, shit.
I think
Chula-
Zadu was the bad guy, or is that another movie?
No, I think that's another movie. What
Well,
about
the wheel
Chula?
is Sikhism. It's
Oh.
Sikhism.
Oh,
gang.
it's Sikhism?
It
Is it
is.
really?
Yeah.
I go to
Gary knows.
I go to Clearwater, Florida every year. That's the headquarters. Scientology. I
Scientology?
go there for Philadelphia Philly spring training with my friends from
Mhm.
college. We go every year just for a few days,
That's
hang
all.
out. We might have a couple drinks all day, the entire day, the entire week. But
Nice.
it's a good time. And
Sea Org.
we stopped in the Scientology building just to see what the hell is going on. You know, because I just want to know what the hell is going on. I still don't get it at all.
Whoa,
And
whoa,
we
whoa!
talked to this lady. Yeah, the Scientology building, the headquarters is in Clearwater.
They
Yeah,
let
they're
you
in
go
Clearwater,
in?
Florida. Tom Cruise lives
They
there.
just let you walk right in. They let you walk right in.
Like the Vatican.
And,
And what did you do?
Exactly. It's like the Vatican. Right. It
Wow.
is. It's like the Vatican, but you can just walk right in. There are no guards. There's no, nothing like that.
Did they try to
no
get you
arrow
in?
slits.
I had
No,
no
they
idea.
actually they could not even explain to me what it was. Like I was trying to ask them what it was. I'm like, how does this work? And they're talking in this like roundabout way. They don't even know how the hell it works.
Did
Like
you
no
take
one
the
who
stress
works
test?
there even knows.
Did they
I
hook you
didn't
up
take
to a
any-
machine?
anything like that. No. Fortunately, I got the hell out of there. After
Yeah,
I realized they
thank
didn't know
God.
what the hell they were talking about. I just wanted to know what it was.
I don't know if I
got
told
out
you
of
this,
there.
Paul. I got to take a quick story. So I was at my mom's recently, and she has DirecTV, and DirecTV, or maybe it's the package she has, I don't know. They have a Scientology channel. I watched it for a good while, and I must have watched at least 6 hours of Scientology TV, and I couldn't tell you what it was about either. I have no idea. I think it's about believing in yourself and working out.
That's
what I got out of it.
We
Yeah.
got to get a Scientologist on the show. So Mike Hankel used to live in Hollywood. Can you get me a Scientologist? We need answers, don't we? We have a lot of questions.
I want to walk in and be like, "Where is Tom?"
Tom Cruise does.
I've got some ideas for Mission Impossible 15.
Something tells
in
me
the
Tom
back.
Cruise doesn't live in Clearwater, Florida. If I had to guess.
No, any of them. Just used to start calling up Tommy and, or be like, "I have an idea." Like, I need to speak to John Travolta. I have an idea for Dancing Fever 2.
I do want to know what the hell is going on, man. I want to know what's going on. Go on Wikipedia and read about a paragraph about Scientology. You'll be like, what the hell? What are they talking about?
Well,
I got to be honest with you. I bought the book Dianetics when I was in maybe 20 years old, and I read 10 minutes of it, and I've never felt dumber in my life. I don't know what in the world they were talking about. I had to put it down. I couldn't go on, and it was like 500 pages. I said, "There's no way. My head will explode." It was like worse than reading Shakespeare. It was terrible.
Right.
So you're not a fan. Did L. Ron Hubbard write Dianetics? Is it he?
Yeah. But the thing of it is that the word I didn't even know the words. No, because now, so this is when I was fresh out of school. Actually, I was in school. I was fresh. Yeah. Now I wouldn't even know what in the world he's talking about. I would be getting V and A and the simple stuff.
The cross on the left is specifically Russian Orthodox. Oy vey, man. We need better symbols.
I searched.
Garrett knows his
I also
stuff.
fact checked the the wheel. The wheel is actually Buddhism.
The wheel is Buddhism?
Yeah, weird, but it's Buddhism.
Isn't that what I said, guys?
Yeah, it is what Rodney said. We can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a religion expert, theologian here on the show, gang.
Religion's just the best, though. You can't talk about it. You can't criticize it. Billions of people die from it. It's just so holy.
Have you ever seen that bumper sticker? It says religion put people into a building. Science put people on the moon.
That's right. we're gonna get
equals. I mean, I didn't make it up. I just saw it on a bumper sticker.
It's true.
It also said coexist beside it. With all the different symbols and stuff. And oddly enough, you're not gonna believe this. I have a theory, right? And I'm not. I don't care. I don't believe in any of this stuff. But I have a theory that if you have a coexist sticker on your car, you drive a Subaru.
Oh yeah.
And nothing against Subarus or coexist stickers. I see a pattern here. Right. And I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it.
My problem with the coexist, I agree. We do have to coexist. I just rather I not have to coexist with you. I'd rather everybody just be fucking reasonable. Like I don't want
everybody just exist. Not even do no Cohen.
What's that?
Take the Cohen out. I don't want to do no Cohen. I just want to exist.
Just want to exist.
You co on your own, I'll co on my own, and we'll just exist.
I'd just be fucking reasonable.
Right. Paul, what was that book you said you read? I got so tickled. I've been telling that story, man.
There were two. There were two. Yeah. Probably the two best I've read. That I've read cover to cover there was Indian in the Cover. It was probably the best. And then there was Ramona Quimby, age 8. And that wasn't quite as advanced.
Ramona Quimby, age 8.
The story wasn't as there wasn't as much character development and everything else, but it was still a good, very good book.
So you said you read it cover to cover though, the whole thing.
Cover to cover. 1993. 92 into 93 to be fair. It takes me a while, but it was good. Very good book.
Highly recommended.
Highly recommended. It's on my list. It's on my top 10 list. I need 8 more, but it's on my top 10 list.
You're almost there. Almost there.
That would be a really funny. You know what you should do, Paul? You should post that as your LinkedIn, man. People would go crazy. I bet it would go viral. I'm serious.
Yeah, I think I'm going to. And there's authors deserve their.
As funny as you are,
deserve what they do.
If you would translate that into your LinkedIn post, man, people would go fucking crazy. I'm telling you.
All the lessons
you're hysterical. You're hysterical.
You know what? I'm taking the notes right now. I'm taking your advice. I'm gonna do.
I'm serious. I would write it out and be like, when my favorite book, and people would be howling. I tell you, I'll repost it if you do it.
Yeah.
No, I'll make you do it right now. All 3 of us will repost it if he does it. Yes.
In all our viewership, so all 3 of us will post it.
That's
right. You should review all kinds of children's books. I think that should be your thing. You should take lessons. Oh, we're gonna do a LinkedIn.
Oh my God, that would be hysterical.
Well, I don't know about children's books. I mean,
no, but you know why you do children's books is because it's here's
Ramona Quimby, age 8.
No, exactly. That's college level, but maybe you dumb it down a little bit.
No, you're right though. I got no problem with that. I could do that too.
Maybe do the Hardy Boys.
Oh, the Hardy Boys. They're
Hardy Boys. Sure.
books?
There was I never
from North
effed with Hardy Boys or Goosebumps. That was a little advanced for me.
Yeah, no, it gets complicated.
Yeah.
I did like Boy Meets World. That was a show. That
was a good show.
That was a good show.
Like
yeah.
that show.
Oh boy! All right, so listen, let's cover the news before we get into the.
Is there any news?
Oh, there's a lot of news here today.
There's a lot.
It's jam packed. Okay, Robin, what do we got?
Wait, but since we were talking about children's books, I just wanted to tell you something that we have in the Philippines. And this is why Filipinos are very racist, is because this is literally a children's book about how Filipinos were made. So the story is God created three people, and he was trying to create them in his image. The first time he made a person, and he put it in the oven, and then he left it in too long, and he overcooked it, and then that became, an African person. And then the second time he put in another person, he was too eager. He pulled it out. It was a white person, and the third time he put it in, he removed it, and then he created the Filipino.
Oh, perfect. Right in the middle. Let me ask you this. Why can't God, the creator of the known universe, operate his oven? Like, what the fuck's going on?
I know.
Here's a bigger question. Wouldn't God have created the oven?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Doesn't he know how it works? I don't understand. You got a couple Chronicles of Narnia.
Here's a better question. This is a better question. Why would he need an oven?
Right. Can he just, if
We're
he just
asking the
created the
wrong
oven out of nothing.
questions.
I have another question. Are you wildly Catholic as a nation? Where did this story come from?
Yeah, what's going on?
The writer is very Catholic as well.
Oh my God.
He's very racist.
Wait, who's Catholic? Papa? Who'd you say?
The children's book writer in the Philippines that made the story.
Oh God.
You guys ever get like a frozen lasagna, and it's like man, you can microwave it or you can put it in the oven, and the microwave's like 6 minutes on high, then you take it out. It's like 4 more minutes on medium. I don't do any of that. It's just high. It's whatever. The oven's like 60 to 75 minutes. Like, who the hell? Who's taking that option? No one's doing that. I mean,
you know what I was thinking? You're absolutely right. And you know what I was thinking about with that, right? Is that's right. Here's the thing, right? That doesn't make sense to me, Paul. If I'm going to take 60 to 70 minutes to wait, I might as well just make me a lasagna with my hands. However, I don't know how to do that, but I could probably do it.
You might as well just throw a lasagna in there just in case you want one. By the time it's done, you might not even want one. By the time it's ready, you're like, you know what, man, I could go for that.
Yeah, who knows what I want? Robin, the other thing is that's the fucking Goldilocks story, just so you know. That was repopularized. We've had that for millennia.
Wait, Goldilocks?
Yeah, you know nothing about Goldilocks? Yes, your story is derivative.
Huh.
I thought Goldilocks was about bears.
Yeah, but like the fucking big bear was the black guy, the little bear was the white guy, and the medium bear was the fucking Filipino.
Really?
That's probably true. Probably true.
I thought the little bear was a Spanish fellow. Are Filipinos naturally small?
What do we do? Are we trying to get kicked off the air between this comment? What is happening? Jesus Christ. All right, dude, can we get to the fucking news before we get kicked off?
Okay.
Robin,
I'm surprised we haven't gotten canceled yet. Yeah. I thought you'd know a little bit about Filipino subculture.
No, I like it.
Anyways. So you'll never guess what cancel culture is canceling again. A Queen's classic, Fat Bottom Girls, is taking hits because apparently non-fat bottom girls don't feel included. So there's some good news though. Instead of complaining, you could go to the gym. Yeah.
Isn't the point to differentiate between the fat bottom girls and the non-fat bottom girls?
The compassion report is just right.
I think it is. I think it's important,
What's that?
Well, I don't know. We don't want to just say, everyone's the same. Everyone's different. Everyone's very different. We've been talking about that for a number of years now.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. Appreciate the differences.
Right. So 2 things here. Yes, we need to appreciate it. 2, I don't know if anyone's heard, but fat bottom girls are in right now. We like giant asses. Okay. Hold on.
Right.
Before we get back to this, we got to do the whole. How did Jesus maintain this killer abs? CrossFit.
That's right. He just needed the bar.
CrossFit.
That was a pretty good one.
He just needed the bar.
It's a very modern joke.
Oh my
Clayton's
God.
funny. Yeah, Clayton's funny.
That is good.
Yeah. Okay, but hear me out on this story though. Okay, so you go, oh, fucking more censorship, fat bottom girls can't be on this thing. It's targeted at children. Let me show you what they don't want fat bottom girls on. This fucking thing. It's made for 2-year-olds. So I understand if you don't want your 2-year-old saying about chicks with big asses. Like I'm famously anti-censorship, but this is what they're talking about. Fox News is totally disingenuous. Under normal circumstances, if you did like, oh, me so horny and put it on this thing, what do you think the Fox News audience would say?
Right.
Fucking sexualizing children. They hate violent video games. They love burning books. They hate music with lyrics in it that don't conform with Christianity. So why all of a sudden are they like, oh, fat bottom girls can't be on this thing? That's your side. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And so this is the thing they're talking about?
Yes, they go. So they get a Queen's greatest hit album. It's like, you know, that Kids Bop thing where they have kids sing songs. So they're putting it on this. This is like an iPod for toddlers. And they go, we're just not going to do fat bottom girls because you don't want your 2-year-old going, hey, mommy, what's with chicks with fat asses? You know what I mean? I think that's reasonable.
Right. It is. It is.
Sounds like censorship to me.
You know, you probably want to avoid the word fat in general for young. I don't think it. You know.
Can I just make a point
anybody.
that has nothing to do with this, but I just want to illustrate a point. On Fox News is covering the Elmer Collection Fat Bottom Girls exclusion of Queen's song.
Yeah.
And Tucker Carlson is interviewing Donald Trump on Wednesday on X,
yeah,
formerly known as Twitter.
I think, Tucker might be winning this war. I will say though, anecdotally, this album cover, one of the best of all time. This is fucking. That's a nice. Right?
Sure.
You're gonna push some music, Robin.
Is she wearing a helmet? Yes. Okay. She is.
I don't know.
Or a
I
hat?
could see if it were making fun of fat bottom girls, it'd be one thing. It's sensationalizing fat bottom girls, and realistically, anybody can become a fat bottom girl. Yeah, even a male today can become a fat bottom girl. You know, it takes a little bit longer, but I mean, anyone can do that. It's not a huge deal.
Every pizza is a personal pizza if you believe in yourself, right? Like you got
to put the work in.
Didn't Abraham Lincoln say that?
I think he said that actually exactly that.
Garrett, I have a question for Garrett. Garrett, do you know how to know if someone does CrossFit and is a vegan?
No, Jesus. Or plays pickleball?
There's no such thing as all three. That's a trifecta.
That's a unicorn right there.
Yeah, that's a uni.
Yeah. Again, okay, so it's Fox News. I just don't understand because once again, their audience loves censoring things. They can't get enough of censoring things. This is the side that loves burning books, for Christ's sakes. And then they get all worked up because
these two things look completely different, though.
Oh,
one on the left looks like a stopwatch, and that one looks like a Mickey Mouse radio.
Yeah, I mean, the one's got an elephant. The
other one's got wooden knobs. What's going on here?
I don't know.
I'm glad this isn't Shark Tank because that pass. That's the point is, no for me, dog.
This thing's not going to sell anyway, so who gives a shit? So I don't know. That's all I got on that, Robin. What do you want 2-year-olds listening to fat bottom girls? Have you ever heard fat bottom girls?
He doesn't know them.
I have actually. I love it. Queen is one of my favorite bands.
Queens.
Very nice, Robin.
Yeah.
Wait till the Fox News audience finds out that Freddie Mercury was gay. They're gonna lose their shit. They'll be like, kids shouldn't listen to gay guys.
Did you see the movie with Rami Malek? Oh my god, it was amazing. Oh, just a shout out to Rami Malek really quick. Did anyone ever watch the show Mr. Robot?
No, I heard it was.
That was some crazy stuff on TV, man. Christian Slater, remember him?
I do.
Yeah, he was in it. He was pretty good too, actually.
What happened to Christian Slater? Because I feel like he had a really strong late 80s, early 90s, and then just nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. He was doing he did that show, and then I don't know what happened to him.
He was in Heathers. Remember Heathers? It was good.
Yeah, that was a great movie. I remember this kid telling me one time what it was, and I'm like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I went home watching it. I'm like, wow, that was what it was about.
Yeah.
It was terrible. It wasn't terrible, but it was just like, I'm like, this is like, I don't know. Didn't make sense.
No. All right. Well, speaking of things that don't make sense, Robin, what's the next news story?
Dallas.
We did cover this one, but so amidst the Maui wildfires, which was absolutely tragic, there was one home that was left completely unscathed.
Yeah.
Just annoying to me because like this further proves a conspiracy theory that like the whole thing was done by Biden's laser energy beam thing.
Oh, so laser shot all these other houses except for this one, huh?
Yes,
that's Hunter Biden's house.
I have to assume it was the only Christian household on the nation, and that's the only reason. Only a loving God would spare this house and destroy the rest.
Sure.
So in the comments, everybody's like, well, it had a metal roof and there was no bushes next to the house. But I got to tell you, I think maybe it was just luck. Look at this. How else do you explain this?
Yeah, I read about that. The upgrades, they made upgrades before the fire, not knowing the fire was coming. And the upgrades they weren't adequate to prevent this fire that burned everything else around them.
Right.
Keep this house intact. But it's luck. Yeah. I mean, sometimes these things happen.
The owners were like, listen, we made upgrades, but the house is made of wood, so we really can't explain it. You know what I mean? It's something.
Right. Yeah. They did say that exactly, which is the funny thing. All they did was cut down some foliage and they put some rocks along the border of their house. But they're lucky.
It seems like
they are lucky.
Yeah, it's like that meme where the thing talks about how this guy's sister's house burned down. She was killed in the fire, but the Bible remained unscathed. I don't know. Why wouldn't God save your sister, not the Bible? It's when it's just
not the book. It's even a book over a person. Jeez.
It was a sign. He needed to read the Bible, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
The Fox News comment section on this, obviously they come right to the defense of those climate change deniers. So this, once again, this has nothing to do with climate change. It just happened. It's just a thing.
Let me guess. The guy that owns that house doesn't believe in climate change, and that's why his house survived.
Oddly enough, the guy that owns the house seems very fucking reasonable. He's like, I have no idea why this happened. It's made of wood.
It's probably because he doesn't believe in it. He doesn't believe in climate change. If you don't believe in climate change, it's not real.
Is that what it is?
Oh, here's the explanation.
I think we can gather why it survived. Like if it were surrounded by other houses, it's not surviving, right? It's like right on the water. There's probably some wind coming off the water that's blowing the flames away from the house. If it's like in the middle, like back there on the street, it ain't surviving. It's not.
The first thing I noticed is that vacant lot over there to the side, right? The one that's still green.
That probably
that looks all right.
That looks like a perfect spot for a pickleball court. If I was brainstorming.
Right on the water.
Oh, that was
right there, man, with the trees.
Court.
Well, I got to tell you, property values. If there's any time to buy in Hawaii, it's now because I think you can get a deal.
Right. That's probably true.
Yeah, man, that sucks. Honestly, so your house burns down, you just have nothing, huh? I've never been a victim of a wildfire, but everything's gone. Your clothes, what happens?
Yeah, I would imagine that's terrible.
It's fucking terrible.
Don't you get like house insurance from the government?
Yeah, but that's going to take like
the government.
Not the government.
The government gave everybody $700.
Yeah, you get homeowners insurance, but sometimes it doesn't. It covers different things in different areas. Who knows? Who in Maui thought they were gonna have It's a tropical climate. They shouldn't have wildfires.
Right on the fucking water. You figure? I know.
Yeah, I mean,
right. You know what doesn't make sense to me though, right? And I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. It's how everybody got like what $500 because of COVID, and it literally crashed the economy.
Yeah, remember that whole thing? That was
it was like the $500. $500, like is that much money? I don't understand.
It's
crazy.
Saved us all.
Yeah, literally and people were like, no one's working 6 months. We're gonna give them $500. Where do these people live?
Right.
I think Clayton finds wildfires hilarious. I mean, we all do in our own way. I think. As far as natural disasters go, they are entertaining. All right, let's lighten it up a little bit there, Robin. You want to talk about?
Robin, when you're doom and gloom, Paul's gonna cry.
Well, I mean, this story is quite bright.
I'm not used
Britney
to
Spears.
No, it's tough.
So I think by far, like one of the hardest things to go through as a human is when you peak very early in your career, and then like your personality is based on your physicalities. So you know how Britney Spears used to be the shit back in the day, but now she's had quite a tumble. Apparently, she just got divorced, and it's gotten a lot worse.
She got divorced since what, last week? I thought she just got separated. Now she's divorced?
She's divorced after 14 months of marriage, and now she's on LinkedIn. I don't know if you've seen Britney Spears' Instagram, but it's
the best stuff ever. Here's what I was going to say, though, right? Hold on, before we get into it. I don't know if you understand this or not. This is the first time I have seen her out of her living room dancing. So,
yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, she must have made a prison break.
She's famously.
I did not realize she left the room from dancing.
Right after this clip, too. So this guy licks her leg, and then it cuts to a clip of her with 4 jacked dudes in like a pool or a hot tub. So she's having a good time.
I think those guys, though, were more into each other than her.
They're way too attractive and way too good of shape to be into women. I can tell you that much.
Right. That's exactly what my thoughts.
Robin, you're right though. Britney Spears. This is what's heartbreaking because at one point in our lives, we all had this, right? This was a poster that you could get at Spencer Gifts. Like this was in every dorm room across the country, and you're like, holy shit, this is the greatest thing that ever happened. And then,
oh yeah, yeah, man. You know,
yeah.
Like people aren't necessarily gonna love this, but man, don't cut your hair. Please don't ever cut your hair. You know, I mean, just don't. I know you think it's gonna be cute, it's gonna be different. Oh, I got a short haircut. I think people are gonna say, "Oh, your hair looks nice." They're lying to you. It doesn't.
They're lying.
So you think she did this because she thought it would be cute? Like
she thought it would be cute. She thought that would be beautiful. It'd be a beautiful look. No, not that.
She was wrong.
Even like the short haircut. Like every hairdresser in the world gets that haircut where their hair's kind of short. There's like blonde and there's like brown. There's like all kinds of stuff going on. Yeah. And they're like, oh, it looks nice. But you're like, but your hair looks so much better when it was long.
Because it looks nice. I was like, it looks nice, but your hair was so much better.
It looks nice. But man, do you want to look good, or do you want to look like it's okay? I mean, I would say go back to good. You know,
you're gonna tell me that this looks better than this?
I'm not jumping to conclusions.
Slow down.
You know, I'd like to see. Yeah.
Man, I don't know.
Have you seen her Instagram though? She's been dancing.
Right.
I think this is a.
What is she doing with the umbrella? What has happened with the umbrella? She's like the penguin.
She said it's not raining.
Well, that's the other thing. It's an ineffective tool of destruction. Like, what the fuck is an umbrella going to do to a truck?
I think she's upset it's not raining. No one ever taught her how to open the umbrella.
No, that's the other thing. She's very confused. So this guy that she's divorcing, they're saying right now,
Sam Asghari.
Yeah, it's contentious. So he signed a prenup, but now evidently he wants spousal support. And he's saying that he's threatening to leak revenge porn if she doesn't give him spousal. Like his lawyers are going, no, that's not true. But here's my thing, Britney, you're on your 3rd husband. Maybe cool it with videotaping sex. Like it's not going to end well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, can't you learn from past behaviors a little bit?
I got to be honest though. Can I be honest? Like, if let's say he released her sex tapes tomorrow, I could give a shit. I don't care anything about her. Like I'm being honest with you. Like I don't care. Like Britney Spears is like to me, right? And I know people like her. I think she's a talented artist. She's a whack.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I still think I'd take a look because when 2 Girls, 1 Cup came out, I didn't want to see that, but I watched it. Like, I've seen the Kardashian sex tape. I've seen Paris Hilton's. I'm not really into it. It's like when people go, "Oh, you're gonna see the new Star Wars." I'm like, I don't give a fuck. But then I watch it. And I'm disappointed. But I think I would still watch her. You know what I mean? I want to be part of the thing that's going on.
Like if I was going to watch some porn, it wouldn't be. Britney Spears would be low on the list. But yeah,
no. It's not a go-to material. It's not like an old favorite. You know,
I'm not using it for its intended purposes. I just want to see.
Okay. Okay. I see what you're saying. You just want to see it. Okay, because I'm thinking that wouldn't be what. I got to be honest. When she's dancing in those videos and sweating, it's pretty gross.
All right. Do you want to watch it real quick?
Yeah, the show.
I agree.
I really don't.
You don't want to watch Britney's? All right, we don't have to.
No, I do have some 480p stuff. I think I would watch over the Britney tape. I got some 480p stuff. I'm going to tell you right now.
Poor Britney, man. Once again, what happened? You had it all. Look at you. Look at the other news stories.
Like after a breakup or a divorce, it should be mandatory for you to like take a break from social media. Just get embarrassed.
No,
that's true.
I don't think she was embarrassing herself on social media before she's been embarrassing herself on social media since she started those stupid dancing videos. Terrible.
It's kind of her gimmick. Oh well, what are you gonna do?
Everyone's the same dance moves in her bikini. Just terrible.
It is, and she's not okay. I feel like I need to pull it up. All right, talk amongst yourselves for a second while I find this. Discuss more literature.
More science.
Come on. I don't want this to become a literature discussion program because I know some people can get bored by that, but some of us enjoy the finer works. And
there's not a lot of readers in the United States, so maybe that's not a great idea.
No, it's not.
Yeah. We're discussing
people read the goddamn Bible, though. I'll tell you, that's got to be the hardest thing on earth to read. How do people read that? Jeez.
It's true. It's tough.
All right, you did good. All right, now I'm going to show you my screen. So
You done did good.
You guys did it. All right, hold on. Production value in the show is unbelievable. Okay, ready? There's Brit.
Every video is like this. It's just that the music changes. That's it. And the outfit. And it's always those boots.
Yeah.
All right. Is it always 5 frames per second?
Yeah. One's worse than the next, and it's always her grinning and looking like she literally just woke up.
What freaks me out is that should be hot. Like, it's a reasonably attractive chick not wearing very much and dancing. And under normal circumstances, I'm in. But there's something so fucking creepy about this.
Yeah, it's off. It's off.
Wait, what are the comments like? Are there thirst trap comments?
No, she hasn't turned off.
Yeah, you can't.
Because people used to go crazy on her.
I don't know, man. It's sad. It was a fall from grace. But listen, I hope husband number 4 works out because I wish nothing but the best for Britney Spears. All right, what do we got next?
Robin, you should marry her.
You are God's chosen people. Do her a favor and go marry Britney Spears.
Britney. I think we lost Robin. Oops, he did it again.
I don't know. What is he doing? Is he Robin, you still with us? Blink twice if you're alive.
The dictator's got him.
Oh shit. Well, without Robin, I don't. What is he? Has he had a stroke?
Oops, he's done it again.
Okay, he's leaving us. I'm gonna kick him out for a
playing with his Wi-Fi. Lost in the game.
So confused. All right. Well, this next story, I don't want to do it. I'm gonna wait till Robin gets back.
That may be a moment.
Were you guys? So, how old were you when Britney Spears came out? I think I was in high school.
Yeah, I think I was 9th grade, maybe.
22. 20. I was just a boy. Oh no, there's 2 Robins.
No,
Lord,
there's 2 Robins don't make it right.
All right, we fixed it. Our production is back. All right, we don't have to talk about Britney anymore. All right, what's the next news story?
Okay, this is the only real story we have today. It's a mix of politics and environmental issues. So you know how Japan once had that really huge nuclear power plant. In 2011, a huge tsunami hit it, and now they have to keep controlling it with running water to keep it cool. The problem is it creates a lot of like radioactive water waste. And they have no solution but to just like store them in tanks. And now they're saying it's unsustainable, so we're just going to dump it in the ocean.
Yeah, so nuclear waste runoff is going to be dumped in the ocean. I don't know what to believe because if you read the story, a lot of scientists go, "No, it's cool. We purify it to the point where it doesn't matter." But here's the thing: if they're wrong, we all die. So I understand the apprehension. Here's the other thing: the countries surrounding Japan are taking issue with this. They're protesting in South Korea right now. But then Japan goes, "Oh no, don't worry about it. It won't go into Korean waters." And I just don't know that's how water works. Like,
no, I don't either.
Does the water get to the Korean waters and go no further?
Right.
There's obviously an invisible line.
I agree. In fact, I'll take that a step further. I don't know how oceans work. I'm not sure why there's a Pacific and an Atlantic and an Arctic.
Isn't it the same?
I think they're all the same ocean. Right. I
think
it's
they're water, all just
one ocean.
Yeah,
it all just mixes together.
Why don't these guys just throw it in the trash?
You know.
Why don't they just throw it in the trash?
I mean,
I'm so confused.
Yeah. Everyone's like, the Pacific Ocean's mighty. The Pacific's mighty, though. You know, the Atlantic's not as mighty. I guess
you know what baffles me? This is where I'm blown away, Paul. This is where it takes me to another level. Is they're like, we can't throw away the waste, right? We can't dispose of it in the trash for the waste management fellas to handle.
Yeah.
But let's put it in the ocean.
Yeah.
Where the animals live and where we drink the water from.
This is
again like ourselves. Right. I think we should send it to Mars.
Send it to if you can get it to Mars or to the sun.
Or here's a crazy idea. That'd be great. Are you ready for it? I hope Joe Biden's listening. Send it to Russia.
Yeah. I agree. See, here's the thing. I agree. My first thought was space. Why can't we? You don't have to get it to Mars. Just get it to space and then fucking empty it. You know what I mean? Just space.
Where's Elon at? Is he? I think he's left X in the hands of the new CEO. Elon. They need you.
Could you imagine if
too heavy
space management? That would be unbelievable. Just sending all our garbage to space. Like, doesn't that make sense?
Space.
Now I know.
I mean, I would have done that years ago. I don't even know what we're still thinking about it.
It's so heavy to send something to space. It's so expensive to send like they say kilogram. I don't know. They always use kilogram.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, doesn't make sense.
Well, that's the thing. It would cost money, but I think it makes a lot of sense. Hear me out. I know it's going to cost a lot of money, but money is fake. We can just print more. Fish are real.
Well, we talked about that.
Yeah, if we kill all the fish, we have no more fish. You can't just print more fish. We can just make up money, right? Which is fucking
or like the algae and the bacteria that produce like all of the oxygen on the planet that are in the ocean. Like that's really important too. Like the vast majority of oxygen on the planet comes from the ocean.
I feel like cyanobacteria. The ocean is very important, so let's not fuck with the ocean. Can we come up with any other solution? And I know what the scientists are saying, that it's very safe. And as much as I love science, we used to put leeches on people. Remember that? Like science isn't always right. It just
I think we don't put anything in the water until all the scientists agree.
Right.
Yep.
I want every scientist.
It's got to be pretty bad when even China came out with a statement saying that like Japan's treating the ocean as their own cesspool, and that's coming from China.
And China was almost like, listen, you guys take care of it. But essentially what Rodney said, which is I need every scientist to agree that this isn't going to hurt the ocean. And you're right. When China's saying that, you're going to be like, they're going to kill all the fish.
They're going to kill everybody. We're all going to die.
Mm-hmm. And again, I say it all the time. We need to default to experts. But something tells me that there's a money factor in this somehow. Like storing the water must be expensive. They want to get rid of it for some reason. So
we need to talk. You know who they need to talk to is Greta Thunberg.
Yeah, what's Greta's opinion on this? What's Ja Rule's opinion on this? Does anybody?
Ja Rule and Greta.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just think we're all fucking doomed. Kind of autocrats. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's a real fucking issue. We're all gonna die soon. It's the thing about nuclear energy. It's the same thing with electric cars. I mean, everything is a pollutant. We just need to find something that runs on solar or something that runs on salt water, and then we'll all be fine.
I mean, nuclear is a really good energy if it doesn't leak out. You know, if you don't have meltdowns and partial meltdowns, it's phenomenal. Right. I mean, the only byproduct is steam, right? There's steam, and then there's some waste that you have to conceal for thousands of years. But other than that,
but beyond that,
it's very good, very safe. All right, this next story, boy, oh boy.
It's got a lot happening. Yeah. I'm not sure if you guys know what NPC means. It stands for non-person controlled. But there's this whole craze on like streaming apps and online where
I thought it was non-player characters.
Or
it's non-playable characters.
Oh, sorry.
But there's like a kink for dudes that really like getting off to this kind of stuff.
What?
Pretty gross.
Okay. I'll explain this to you because I had to wrap my head around it.
Very confused.
So, Grand Theft Auto. We're all familiar with the work of Grand Theft Auto.
Yes, great.
Okay, so you are you, but everybody else in the outside, like the hookers, are non-playable characters. Now you can interact with the characters, like with the hookers. I think we all paid them, then backed over them with their car or our car.
Good time.
Okay.
So the interaction with non-playable characters is like you can do like 10 things, right? You can shoot them, you can run them over, steal their money, whatever in Grand Theft Auto. With this chick, she goes on TikTok and then people will send emojis like the cowboy hat, and then she will say a cowboy hat phrase, like one phrase. Like if you send her ice cream, her big like her phrase is like, I don't know, I can play it for you. But she says the same thing every time you send her an ice cream emoji. And I guess you have to pay her to react, and she's making $2,000 or $3,000 every time she does a live stream.
Right. These emojis cost money to send. So I will show you what this lunatic looks like when she's doing her thing, because I think it's notable, and I think
I'm very confused. But go on. Maybe I need to see it.
I think you need to see it.
You do.
I'm going to tell you though that seeing it isn't really going to like help you.
Do it for me.
It didn't help me.
All that real cowboy hat, all that money coming in.
Yep. To react like this.
Take your meal. Take it. I'm ready. Gang. Oh, take it, baby. This is for you. Take your cash, take your kilo. Yes, yes, yes. Take your in. Oh, take your Samantha. This is so cool. Take your in. Take your meals. Take your I'm ready. Gang, gang. Oh, take it, baby. This is.
All right, so there you go. Did that help you at all?
Gang, gang.
Gang, yeah. So that's something that she says if you send her a rose or something. I couldn't deduce, but I just want to remind everybody. On June 6, 1944, 18-year-old stormed the beaches of Normandy to fight literal Nazis on a foreign shore, and now our youth is sending this fucking weirdo ice cream and then masturbating to what she says afterwards.
Yeah,
I get the
cowboy had
for,
like weird sex stuff.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I think it is weird sex stuff.
Of course, it's always weird.
Yes.
Yeah, it always is.
Here's the thing.
But it's weird sex stuff that comes about from when men don't get enough sex.
Did you ever think about how fucked up men are? Like, men are so fucked up.
You're so
They're
fucked
the
up.
weirdest fucking shit. Like, there's no woman on earth who comes up with this stuff and is like, I'm really turned on by this. And I want to see it. It's always some guy's idea, some dude's idea.
Some Johnny weirdo.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Right.
My wife's friend was over and she was mentioning reading like smut novels and how chicks still do that. They must, right? Because 50 Shades of Grey blew it up. And my thing is like, okay, I get why you would read a smut novel 100 years ago. There was no internet. But I'm like, ladies, wait till you see Pornhub. You're going to fucking love it. No, I just want to read about it. I don't understand that. Same thing with this guy. Like, why are you getting off this chick talking about ice cream? There's actual porn, like really good free porn. Why don't I don't know.
Live action video.
Live action video in every category you can possibly imagine, but there's naked chicks.
Hubs galore. And Pornhub went down for a while. Now it's on its way back up. I mean, there's everything. I
don't want to kink shame, but I just don't under how is this like what about this is doing it for you? Like if she was on Pornhub, I go, oh, absolutely, I get it. She's hot, but a cowboy hat.
Cowboy, right? Or the people, I guess,
for
some
those
people
men that are.
I think it's the backsplash fetish guys out there that are into back. I
love those cabinets.
There are guys who are into. Some guys are into backsplashes, man, and I get it. I kind of get it. I'm more of a subway tile, when I look at these things. But
what about a really good lawn? Have you ever seen a really good lawn and gotten horny? Like really green.
Love it. Right? I'm you need that, man. You need that nitrogen and iron, and you get that deep blue green.
Exactly. No. Yeah, now I'm a little horny. Do you have an OnlyFans channel I can subscribe to where you talk about lawns and basketball?
Not yet, but man. I'm big into my grass, man. I'm all about that. I'm like, man, I want it to be so green. I want it to be like blue green. So people are like, dude, look at that.
If you've never whacked into an IKEA catalog, have you even lived? Are you even a man? Robin, this is your generation, and I'm curious, like, what did we do to you? How did we fuck you up this bad that this is the kind of shit that gets you off? I don't understand. Can I just tell you, when I was a kid, it used to be Sears catalogs and scrambled channels. So the porn.
Yeah, that's true. And the Howard Stern show. And the Howard Stern show.
Right.
Yeah. When I didn't have
Howard Stern on E, right?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it was amazing. Yes, I love that show.
Howard
and Stern then you had Spice, the Spice Network on that would come in scrambled on 95, right? Or one of the pay-per-view kind of channels. I mean,
I like the Girls Gone Wild infomercials that were on from like midnight to 4 a.m. Anyway,
back in the day when I didn't have internet, like the closest thing I had to accessing porn was Britney Spears music videos on my iPod.
What about
there's multiple
album or magazine covers? Go ahead. What?
No, there's multiple angles to like why men like this. I think it's because it's those really depraved men. So like when she says their names on the stream, it's what really gets them turned on because it's the first time they're receiving female attention.
You know what, too? I think Alex nailed it. This is the stuff that appeals to those weirdos who live for video games.
Yeah, she's right. Alex is right.
Yeah. It's true.
Gang, gang.
Gang, gang. I don't know.
Definitely
agree. Back to Paul's point about how fucked up men are. Like we've run out of things to whack it to, so now we're whacking it to non-playable characters in video games. Like, how far does this go down?
Right. Who are just standing in a kitchen, just speaking like nonsense.
Right, like in the games are always like this. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
I
That's exactly how they act on
tile.
stream.
Again, I get the tile.
I know the tile makes all the sense in the world.
Really.
Yeah.
But that curtain one, I mean, Jesus.
I know.
No,
Those curtains were horrendous.
It's super weird.
They were
There's some
horrendous.
weird shit out there. There's some weird shit out
Well,
there.
as soon as the AI came out, everybody was talking about how do we fuck it, and then as soon as the aliens were confirmed, we were like, oh, we're gonna fuck the aliens, right? So I mean, we just
Do the aliens like it? Do the aliens like the dad bod?
God, I hope so. God, I hope so. Well, I guess that's it for the news. Did you guys?
That's all the news we got for today.
Do you guys want to
Is
play
it
a little
LinkedIn
game called?
Lunatics?
What's up?
Is it LinkedIn Lunatic time?
It's LinkedIn Lunatics time. Ready?
I also sent some good videos too.
You did. So we did videos yesterday. So let's see if we can do some LinkedIn Lunatics and then videos if we have time.
I love that stuff. Love it, guys. Paul, you're in for a
I'm
treat.
curious though. When you get these LinkedIn lunatics, are they often mutual connections?
They are never no. So Reddit.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with Reddit, but it's a gold mine of hilarity and nudity.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's pretty good.
Yep. And there's an entire page called LinkedIn Lunatics, and it's catching steam because every day now there's like 10 new lunatics.
There's also an entire community dedicated to pickleball strategy. That's been provided leaps and I mean, I'm just telling you, if anyone's
They do,
they have
yeah.
provided they have provided leaps and bounds of good, useful info. Go ahead.
Even if you're a starter, you know nothing about
Yeah,
it.
even if you don't even know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I contribute there often as well with some tips and tricks.
So you're not just a lurker; you're a contributor.
That's right.
Okay.
I help the
See, I'm
people.
a long time lurker everywhere. Always a lurker.
Me too. I don't really contribute much, but I'll tell you who does. It's this guy. So LinkedIn is famous for tying in business stories where business stories don't exist. So this guy got a vasectomy over the weekend. Too much information, and it showed me something. To be an entrepreneur, you have to be obsessed with what it is that you do, whether you're selling chocolates or building houses. You have to be interested at all times because that's the market. This weekend, I was getting what most men dread, but I found myself talking about whatever business he has during the procedure. Blah, blah, blah. What a fucking weirdo. Can't we stop?
This is so cringe.
You spelled moment wrong.
Right.
Oh my God.
Like, who gets dick surgery and is like, how do I turn this into a LinkedIn post? I got it.
Right. Right.
Also,
and you don't call yourself an entrepreneur. You're not an entrepreneur if you call yourself that.
Thank
don't
you for
call yourself.
Yes.
Okay. Just stop.
I think we have. I know.
The emojis bother me. The emojis are everything bothers me.
The hashtags bother me. Everything about
hashtags.
Listen,
he spelled moment wrong.
He did.
Yeah.
That's what you noticed, Rodney.
Of course.
Well,
I write a lot of this shit,
like this out. It better be spelled. It better be spelled correctly if you're going to put this out.
Right.
I mean, this is.
Oh, he's building a financial literacy, not a literacy, but a financial literacy. Obviously, that makes sense now.
Look at his job too, building the best high school financial literacy curriculum. Like, dude, if you're dealing with kids, don't write about your dick surgery. Just stay away from.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Please.
Yeah.
No. And look, how about the punchline at the bottom?
Dr.
Snip.
Get it?
Is now a Snip.
Dr. Snip.
And you believe his name is Dr. Snip?
That's maybe he's like Francis Smith.
Can you imagine his name's Dr. Richard Snips?
Dr. Richard Snip.
Dick Snips.
I like
it. It's Harry Richard Snip.
All right. So from this guy's
little Dickie Snips is here.
All right. So from that guy's penis to this guy's dead grandmother, it's been a tough week, really tough. We buried my grandmother yesterday. I'm not posting for attention or engagement. I just need to say it out loud on LinkedIn in a social media post. Zach.
What is going on, man? What is going on? I
Who
mean,
took
I
Zach's
that
picture.
What? Oh,
That's him being sad, staring off into the distance, thinking about his dead grandmother. Not for engagement or attention, but he just needs to. He needs to know it.
Do you guys
He needs
remember,
to say it out loud on LinkedIn.
If only you could say things out loud,
2009?
not on LinkedIn. You know, it's
2009, 2010, 11, 12. Everybody was posting for like on Facebook. Remember, they were posting for attention, like everyone.
Oh,
and
yeah.
even back then, you were just cringing. You're like, why?
And you were like,
why are they doing this? You know, people would be like, anybody know a good auto body shop? Fucking Google. Fucking go to Google and type or ask your insurance company. Okay, you don't need to talk to everyone on Facebook to find an auto body shop. There are other ways, easy ways. Anybody know how to find a Caribbean vacation? A good Caribbean vacation broker? Jesus, my God.
You know the thing too, the food.
And they'll always tag somebody in the comments. They'll be like, Billy Ray can help you. And then it'll be like, I didn't see this 2 days ago. What you need? You know,
yeah, right.
Be like, my air conditioner's out. Who can help me?
Dude, I remember this one chick posted that. Anybody know a good place to find like all-inclusive vacations? Oh, all right. I post the site, Apple Vacation. Thank you so much. You know, it's like I really just helped her out so much. I mean, I really probably contributed to a great trip. If it weren't for me, it would have sucked. I don't know what they would have done.
Oh, you said
that's right. You were a travel agent.
She had to crowdsource that, man. I take a lot of credit for that. She never even thanked me really after that.
Number one crowdsourcer.
I never heard anything about it after the trip.
She didn't send
you should have got pictures.
No. And listen, I don't do it for the thank yous, but you know, every once in a while it's nice. I mean,
no, you're an altruist. All you do is give in a lot of ways.
That's it. Yeah. I mean,
he's a giver.
He is a giver.
I'm not asking body shop recommendations, but I'll offer them.
No, you'll solve problems. You're a problem solver.
This is funny, Garrett.
You think Zach killed her?
He might have. Now that he brings it to our attention, he looks like a stone cold. He looks something's off.
That's one way to get a lot of engagement is admitting to killing your grandmother on LinkedIn.
He's showing a lot of body in that profile picture too. That's for a link. I mean, maybe not. I mean,
no, that's a lot of body.
It should be. That's a lot of body, though.
It's a headshot. It's not a fucking.
It's a headshot. That's what I thought. You know, more of a headshot. But
and he's built like a pillow. So like, why?
It's not exactly. I don't know. Maybe he lost like 100 pounds in the last like couple months, and you know he looks a lot better than he used to, or something.
This picture is a lot of forehead too for the amount of. I just don't.
You know what?
You know what would have been nice? A picture of his grandmother. Don't you think that would have been a nice thing? Like him and her.
That would have been the nice thing.
Here's a question though, right? This is the thing we haven't stopped to ask ourselves. Maybe this is a picture of her.
Oh, that's true.
We don't know what he looks like.
Can you?
He also doesn't mention anything about missing or loving his grandmother either. No. He just said it's been a tough week and they buried her, which that does sound a little weird to me.
Now, Garrett, now that Paul and Garrett have made these points, it could have been a tough week because he had to literally physically bury her. Because you're right, he does have a doughy profile.
That's what I'm thinking.
It does look like he could have committed it. Yeah,
right.
But can you imagine? Your grandmother dies and you decide to take a selfie like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
He's holding his phone and not looking at it.
Right.
Like it's really strange.
It's weird. He's got like mud on his forehead from when he's sweating. He's like, man, there's mud from the shovel and everything.
Oh, gotta get that pic for Granny.
He just
6 feet's a lot to dig, man. 6 feet's a lot to dig. You ever see those shows where they find someone in a shallow grave, like a murder victim in a shallow grave? Yeah, goddamn right, it's a shallow grave. 6 feet.
6
Nobody's
feet.
digging 6 feet.
The blisters? Can you imagine? Oh, you'd split the balls off.
They would take this guy 2 or 3 weeks, and just by looking at him.
Yeah.
My God,
that was his after. That's his after shot. The LinkedIn picture.
Lord.
That's what his body looks like now.
Right.
I mean.
That's like the 1,000-yard stare after you murder your grandmother, right? Like that's not a normal look.
Yeah, that's murdering.
Why doesn't he just show some emotion in the selfie?
Because he's not doing it for attention or engagement. He's just trying to process it.
You know? He's just
saying it out loud.
He's just trying to get through it.
He's trying to get through it.
What part of the process in the end is he? What would you say? What part of it is it? It's not like
is this grief?
Right?
Yeah. What stage of grief is posting on LinkedIn? That's the 8th stage.
It's bad news bears.
Right. Anyway, all right. You want another one? All right. So we touched on penis surgery. We touched on dead grandmothers. So now we're going to touch on transgender issue. Okay. So I just want you to remember that it's never too late to be a Barbie goth at work and still be professional. Blah, blah, blah. She's trans. She just wants to go to the bathroom in peace, walk down the street in shops without harassment. She wants the government to stop vilifying her. And she wants to be recognized for what she always is and was, which is a woman. Here's my thing about this Barbie thing. It's fucking strange. Can you imagine? Like, well, we all like Marvel movies, right? What if like Barbie came out and everyone's dressing like Barbie to go to the movies and showing up to work now thinking they're a goth Barbie? What if we did that with Iron Man?
I like it. Let's do it.
Right.
Men don't do this wacko shit.
That's not a bad idea, man. Jesus.
Right?
I might dress up like Spider-Man tomorrow. I might come in like Spider-Man.
I just love Spider-Man. She loved Barbie as a kid. I love Spider-Man as a kid. Why can't I dress up like Spider-Man now?
She makes the point that it's never too late to be a Barbie goth at work, but it's never too early. I want to be very clear about that. It's also never too early to be a Barbie goth at work.
It's just the right time.
It's just the right time.
It's the right time now, but you know,
this is
just in case you thought you were too late. You're not too late yet.
I've seen some posts from this character before, and she has elf ears in her profile picture because she's a digital learning veteran. And
oh yeah.
You know what does that mean? Was she in
Why
the
does she
military?
have to preface?
She was in the digital learning military. Overseas deployed. She was actually deployed in the digital learning military.
Deployed into the library.
She was deployed. Yeah, so she spent time. She got hazard pay. It was a lot.
One thing I'm concerned about is why she has to preface, "I'm not a menace to cisgendered women."
What does that mean? Also,
I actually don't know what that means. I've heard that.
Cisgendered
I've heard
means
that
I think
before,
that they have that they're real women.
Oh, cisgender cisgender is us.
Just means you're okay. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say normal, but that would get us canceled.
But just a woman. Okay.
Yeah. So this chick shows up and she looks like this, and she was born a man, so she's a lot to look at, and I'm sure we would look because she wants to be looked at. And she go, "Excuse me." Once you take a picture,
right.
You know what I mean? It'd be like one of these real contentious things when you walk around like.
You know what to say when someone says that to you? I have a perfect comeback when someone says, "You want to take a picture?" You always say to them, "All right, you want to take it, or can someone else take it for us?" And then you go get beside them.
Right, and then
they will lose their shit and be like, "Oh, wow,
dude,
that's
great.
They'll do it.
That's great.
Absolutely.
I like that. I like that.
Can someone take it for us? Come here."
All right, real quick, we got 2 minutes left. So this is so we've touched on penis surgery, dead grandmothers, trans chicks, and now we're going to get into a little racism. This is the most racist post I've ever seen anywhere. So he goes, "White supremacy is a language, and we're out here fluent in it. These are the terms steeped in white supremacy: leadership potential, executive presence, professionalism, punctuality, and culture fit. Do you know how racist you have to be to think that punctuality, like, dude, you were projecting that? Like, you know what I'm saying?"
I agree.
What's chattel slavery? I'm not being funny. I'm asking, what's chattel slavery mean? I'm not that smart. So,
I looked it up.
I don't know.
Last week, and now I forget. It's meaningless. But
okay. He's using words I don't know.
Yeah, me too. And he's trying to force racism into headcount, management, company loyalty. Like, dude, you were saying that. Oh man, this is a reach.
I know.
Let me ask you a question though. He's white, isn't he?
He's very white.
Yes.
So let me ask you a question. I'm asking, if you're white, is it possible for you to talk about white supremacy and how it's viewed by people that aren't like? Right. I always feel like it would be like me calling out, being like, "This is what it's like to be a female in the workplace."
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You're a man.
Have you guys ever noticed it's always annoying? It's always annoying white people who post this stuff too. It's annoying white
idiots.
People. It's just annoying white people. What does he know? What does he know about it?
I can tell you this. My stepfather, right? I meant to say this. My stepfather, he was a stickler for punctuality. If you were 15 minutes late, if you were 15 minutes early, you were late. You know what I mean? And I promise you, he loved everybody. He didn't care. You know what I mean?
Jesus.
But
I don't know. I hate to admit it. I know some people who appreciate professionalism too, and I hate to even say that on air. I
feel bad.
I mean, I'm not saying I do. I'm just saying I know people.
Now, here's another thing. I played sports in high school, and my coach, my head coach, he was a man of African descent, and he said to me, "I have leadership potential." I had no idea that he was in on this too. He was in on it. He was in on this.
Man, you know,
Paul.
There's always a mole, you know, infiltrating.
He told my mom too. He said, "Your son has leadership potential. He could really do things."
He's like Clayton.
They might have both been in on it.
Shit.
God.
Jesus, man.
God.
Take a look at his job title: status quo questioner.
Yeah, no, he's a rebel out there.
Bold.
Paul R. Johnson. This is the most racist.
He wants to make sure you know he's got a master's though. I mean, at least you know he knows what he's talking about.
Oh yeah, no, he's an authority on this.
It's a shame that punctuality is now here.
Yeah.
Leadership potential, professionality, professionalism. I'm telling you, I'm guilty myself.
We have got to get this guy in the show.
Yeah. I mean, I've definitely used, I don't know that I've actually really said, I don't know, I guess I've said professionalism, punctuality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know that you were a white supremacist this whole time using the
I've used the word management too as well. God.
I've used the leverage.
Yeah.
We have the word management on our website.
Oh my God, the whole website's racist. Jesus Christ.
God.
I'm
with a vendor that's actually called management.
No.
Well, you guys opened my eyes today. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So I hope we opened up America's eyes. We'll be back tomorrow, Paul. Thank you for being on. Stick around for the
Thanks,
green
Paul.
Thank you very much, guys.
Goodbye, America.
Thank you.